Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the LA Chargers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go in the regular season?
California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers, off we go from L.A. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage?
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Nick Bosa gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to Olave on the out route. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2 yards to go, second down. Yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now here's a throw that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. 2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Morris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Play action, now Purdy. This will be caught, it's Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Gets this one to Morris. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They go play action here on 1st down. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 79 yards. And the Chargers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, I'm trying to erase this deficit. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This now a 3rd and 4. Now Purdy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Joey Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. He will push his way down to about the 14. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Banks. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 5, 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
York on now for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He'll swing this out to Moss.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Chase Young
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Purdy now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 2nd down in the yard. Back to throw. The pass caught by Olave. And he'll be corralled well outfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Spiller. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Niners set to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mozzie Smith, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. 2nd and 10. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Moss on the give up the middle. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is fielded at the 27. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. They'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress, trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
Moss once more. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
It looked like they had the run stopped at the line of scrimmage, but the hand got up into the face mask, and the officials, they were looking for it. They spotted it.
It's an easy call, too, when it's right in front of them. You see that neck twist just a little bit, and that's enough to draw the flag.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That's complete left side to Gray.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
A short throw here to Latu.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Shelling. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll make this an 8-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So now the Niners down by 8, 40 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Back to throw. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw to see how it would have turned out. Instead, pass rush got to him and ended it that way.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.